Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today is just going to be a talking video. Um, so it's funny because I've been seeing a lot of vegan posts, like insane vegan posts. I'm trying to figure out, okay, is the world really getting healthy or is this just a fad? And I feel it's a mixture of both, especially the fad part, but um, not gonna throw any shade. I'm just saying, it just seems like it's a big deal right now. So I'm gonna talk to you guys about my vegan experience. Right now, I would not consider myself a vegan, but it's something I'm playing around with. Um, just to give you a little bit of background, it's funny because my sister years ago, when we were still living in Orlando, Florida, at one point we lived together, and she had noticed just all these different changes in her body, and she wanted to be healthier, and she was telling me about when she was in college and she was living alone and living up north, how she had gotten to the point where she was just eating fish or chicken. She didn't really eat beef or pork like that, and she wanted to go back to eating in that lifestyle, but even more she wanted to go she wanted to go pesco, no, she wanted to go, no, I think she was considering either pescatarian or vegetarian, one of those. And so she asked me if I wanted to go with her or if it was something I would consider. And I laughed. I was like, nah, that ain't me, not even. Now at the time, I had gotten to a point where I was taking beef and pork out of my diet, beef just because I couldn't digest it. And it just got to the point where this is so uncomfortable. If I have to sit up late at night after eating a burger, this is the only way I can go to sleep, because it's literally sitting in my chest and I feel like I am just suffocating at night laying down. If it has to be like that every night or whenever I have beef, there's no point in having it. Um, or on the other hand, having to take Rancidin, however you pronounce it, one of those pills to help with digesting the heartburn or digesting the food that you're having so you won't have heartburn. Or if I have to do baking soda's old school. If I have to do that to prep before I eat beef, then I really shouldn't be having it. So for me, it was just logic. If it's making me uncomfortable and I just can't process it, I might as well not have it. Pork, I took out because I had someone mess me up. Some of the things they told me about pigs and just how pork wasn't good for you, and it stuck with me. That was a psyche thing. So I took pork out of my diet. I want to say almost overnight, just because of some of the things they were telling me. They were telling me how I'll share it with you guys. They were telling me how pigs, they don't sweat, so they keep a lot of their toxins in. And at the time, he told me some other stuff, but it was enough for me to be like, okay, I'm taking pork out, when it was almost immediate. And then it's funny because months later, I was out to dinner and I was trying to have it. I was just like, well, I haven't had it in a while. It wouldn't hurt to have it. I was at this Cuban restaurant, so I'm gonna get some pork chunks. And my stomach was not having it. It was not having it. So it was just like, okay, so either this wasn't cooked well or my body just doesn't agree. And I've come to realize my body just doesn't agree. I tried that BS. I had a barbecue last summer. I was home. My dad was cooking for his family that was in town. And I had a barbecue. He made beef and pork, and I had both. Up all night, y'all. It was not fun. Not fun. So it just doesn't agree. I think I have limits where I can have some bacon at breakfast if I'm visiting family, we're having breakfast somewhere. And normally that's just the last resort. If they've got turkey, and turkey is an option, or just not having a traditional breakfast at all, and I'm having something different, like, I don't know, shrimp and grits, then I just skip on bacon. But if I have it, bacon's cool. Anything beyond bacon, I can't do. Pork chops, ribs, nothing. Just shut down. So that's just to give you some background on how this whole talk about vegetarian started. This is probably maybe this was definitely in 2010, because she moved before me. She moved out of the state before me. So 2010. And so I don't know. I was closed minded. I'll be for real. I was closed minded. I was just closed off to the idea. I was just like, yeah, I'm not interested. Not me. I'm good. So I still want my chicken or whatever I'm having. I want my turkey wings, whatever. If I want to have a burger from time to time, just because I need iron, I'm gonna have it. So it's just like, I'm not interested. But if you want to be a vegetarian, go ahead. So fast forward to 2012. 2013, somewhere in between that time. Um, I started toying with the idea that, and I probably, knowing me, I was probably up on my Netflix game watching all these documentaries and Fat, Sick, and Nearly Dead. And I don't know if Forks Over Knives was out then, but just a lot of different stuff that I was looking into and reading and watching. And I felt heavy. I was just like, maybe I can play around with just taking it out and having breaks. So I would go through periods of just, I have whatever's in the house, eat it. And then if I wanted a break, I just eat vegetables. Maybe I would do it a week at a time or a month at a time. Then I go back to including meat in my diet. And at one point, I went pescatarian for 6 months. This might have been somewhere between 2013 and 2014, somewhere in there. I went pescatarian for 6 months. It was cool, no biggie. I miss chicken. That's when I realized the black stereotype applied to me. I was one of those. Yes, black people love chicken. That stereotype, and I know stereotypes aren't real. That particular one applied to me. I didn't realize how much I love chicken wings. And I'm sorry, y'all. I hope my video is not moving too much. I'm trying to balance the camera in front of me, and sorry if it's wavy. Anyway, I was just like, yeah, that applies. So I had my moments where I was craving some wings. Let me get a 10-piece with some fries, yo. So yeah, that wasn't fun going through those cravings. But for the most part, Pesco was cool. Pesco was cool. Um, Only reason I came off Pesco, now I think about it, I think it was 2014. The only reason I came off Pesco was because I started vacationing. I hit Baltimore twice that summer. I hit New York. I hit Florida. I was just all up and down the East Coast seaboard, and um, I was on vacations. I was taking vacations like crazy, and I was just like, well, why can't I eat on vacation? So that's how I kind of just, or was that last year? I don't remember. No, I didn't go on vacation last year. Whoa me. I didn't go on vacation last year. So this is 14. So I was Pesco in 14. And that's the reason why I ended up, I was in Virginia. I had my homegirl's graduation at Hampton. Hey, Anna. So yeah, I was all over the place. And I remember specifically because her ass, and I'm going to say her ass because she's so wrong for this, they had a preset menu. We went to some type of soul food buffet. When I say it was for real soul food buffet, like, oh my goodness. So my stomach was just like, oh, or should I say my heart was like jumping for joy. I haven't had soul food forever. I've been eating fish. We about to get down, but my stomach was just like, heifer, nah, don't do it. Don't do it. And yeah, that wasn't so great. Probably shouldn't have did that because I hadn't eaten in that manner in months. So anyway, that's just to give you some background on just me dibbling and dabbling with different types of ways of eating, because I don't think that there is a wrong or right way. I think there is moderation. I believe in moderation. Me and my dad talk about this all the time. Me and my mommy talk about this all the time. So me and my sister talk about this all the time. We talk about this stuff. So there is no wrong or right way. But matter of fact, my mom used to say, your body really doesn't know when it's breakfast or when it's dinner. Breakfast just means breaking the fast. You've been sleeping for 8 to 10 hours at night. It's time to eat. So when you eat again, you're breaking the fast. So it's not breakfast. So she used to say, eat your carbs in the morning. If you want pizza or spaghetti for breakfast, why not at 8 a.m.? Get your carbs in early and then have all your veggies and protein at night and cut out the carbs. And so from time to time, I still do that now. So when she explained that to me, I was just like, yo, that's smart. Eat heavy during the day versus at night. You don't want to be sleeping with that on your stomach. So anyway, like I said, there is multi facets and ways of eating. So anyway, so I constantly go through this back and forth. Okay, am I going to be vegetarian? Am I going to be vegan? Or not even vegan. Vegan was not something I've never considered. When I say wholeheartedly did not want, that's, I don't even know what it means. It's not in my vocabulary. Keep that over there. Never considered vegan. Pescatarian and vegetarian, we cool. I can work with y'all because I can still have cheese if I want cheese. I can have all the fish in the world that I want. Vegan, nah, I holla. So it was just nothing I ever considered. I just had no interest in it, basically. But the more you start dibbling and dabbling and reading and watching, you start to wonder, like, okay, is it something I can do? And it took me 3 years to get to this point where now it's something I'm seriously considering. And I have not made a decision. I kind of, I don't want to commit. Let's just be honest. I don't want to commit. Um, because it is a lifestyle change. It's not just something you do for the day and then maybe tomorrow you'll do later. No, it's a lifestyle change. Um, so I don't know if I'm quite there yet, but I feel like I'm getting really close. So anyway, so yeah, let me tell you about my experience. I'm giving you all this background and rambling. Okay, I'm done rambling. Let me give you my tell you, how it was. So it's funny because for about a 2 to 3 week period, I started phasing stuff out of my fridge that I knew were animal byproducts. I've gotten to the point where I don't eat meat daily, and if I do, it's normally at one meal, and then that's it. I have not bought meat in this house to cook in weeks. So if I have it, maybe it's fish. Like right now, I've got a can of tuna in the kitchen, but that's like pretty much it. So it's just gotten to a point where I really don't have to have it. I don't crave it. Most of the time, if I'm eating chicken, it's because I bought some chicken wings. Y'all know I like my wings. So it's like my Friday night treat. I come home, I eat chicken wings and fries and watch movies on Friday nights and have some wine. So it's just gotten to that point where I don't have to have it. I don't crave it. Um, Point blank period. So I said, okay, let me challenge myself and see if I can take out animal byproducts and get into a way of eating vegan or as close to vegan as I can. I love eggs. When I took meat out of my diet, when I was doing vegetarian, I go through periods of vegetarian, like I said before. When I have no meat, eggs is my backup for protein, especially if I'm doing CrossFit. I like to work out. Eggs, I can eat eggs all day long. Now that's a totally another story. So phasing out eggs was hard. I already knew that phasing out cheese was going to be hard because I've done periods of that. Um, dieting at CrossFit. I've had trainers that told me to take it out of my diet just because it slows down my metabolism. And whenever I put it back in, I feel an immediate difference. So for me, that lets me also know, okay, I probably should take out dairy and take out cheese. I don't drink any milk. I drink almond milk. I have not bought milk in a long time unless I'm cooking old school, like bacon. I don't know. Bacon cookies and pies, or if I'm making mac and cheese, I'll go get a small bottle of milk, those little individual bottles. But other than that, almond milk all day. So for me, it was just mainly the cheese and the eggs. So I phased those out. And then I forgot I had pesto sauce in the house. So, and in my second week, I was like, "Oh, I have to cook this. I have pesto sauce now, so I can't just let this sit here." And so now pesto's on my list of things that I'm not sure if I can live without. I love pesto sauce. I love pasta. Um, so once I got all those things out the house, I say, "Okay, cool." Because I'm not gonna be wasteful. I'm sorry, I'm not throwing out my stuff. So I ate it first. And then I was done and everything was phased out. So let me clear that out. We're not wasteful around here. So I ate what I needed to eat. Just had all veggies and fruits in the house. I have to say, trying to be vegan makes you extremely mother effing creative. You have to be creative to be vegan. I'm sorry, you do. And I think I'm a creative person. I sing, I write, I dance, all that good stuff. But being creative in the kitchen, that's something different. Especially if your background, you're used to having milk and cheese and meat. That's the manner you're gonna cook in. So to try to cook differently where now you don't have any of those things you're used to, and it's just bare bones. It's what's from the earth, fruit and veggies and herbs and seasonings, and that's it. Okay, all right, Lord, how can I hook this up? So that was a challenge. I had never been on Pinterest ever as much as when I was doing that whole phase. So I think maybe 2 weeks it took for me to get everything out. The third week, my best friend, one of my best friends, Kimmy, she called me. Hey, Kimster. She called me and was just like, hey, so I'm doing this 40 days of vegan. You want to do it with me? I was like, wow, that's perfect timing because I'm doing it now. Yeah, sure. That'd be great. So I have someone to talk to. And so we did it. I don't know if Kimmy ever finished. No, we didn't make it to 40 days. I think I made it to an additional 3 weeks. And then vacation came up. I was gone for about a week. I went up north. I went to, I stayed with my family in Delaware. I hop skipped to Philly, New York, Maryland. We were supposed to go to DC. We didn't make it to DC, but I was all up in there. No, I'm sorry. I'm on vacation. I'm not going to not have what I want. And I know that were vegan restaurants. I'm sorry, my TV is timing out. I'm trying to turn it off. I know there are vegan restaurants up there. Matter of fact, I had tried to pre-plan because I wanted to stick with this. So I found restaurants in Delaware near my cousin's house that I was staying at. But turns out we weren't really in Delaware. We were everywhere else, which I knew we were going to go to New York and I knew we were going to go to Philly, but I didn't really plan like I should have of all the restaurants to visit. And some of those areas my first time being to, like, I've been to Pennsylvania, but I haven't been to Philly. So I didn't know where we were gonna be. I flew in. I didn't know exactly where our starting point was gonna be. Um, we're just kind of hanging out on South Street. And if you've been to South Street, it's nothing but cheesesteaks everywhere. And so okay, how I'm in Philly and I'm not gonna have a classic cheesesteak from Ishkabibbles. I mean, come on. So, um, yeah, let's just say I didn't make it on vacay. When I came back, because my fridge already had what I was supposed to have, bam, I ate what I was supposed to. So I think I have somewhere in between 3 to 4 weeks of those 40 days. Because 40 days is really close to, it's like 2 days shy of 6 weeks. I think I made it to 4 minus my vacation days. So, all right. It was cool. I liked it, but it's challenging because you have to be creative as hell. Like you really do. Um, so I'm still toying with it now. Recently I made some eggplant. They were supposed to be garbanzo mushroom burgers, but I was out of mushrooms and I had an eggplant. So I said, I'm just going to replace this for this. It's a vegetable for a vegetable. And I made the burgers, loved them. I think I ate there was so much mixture from what the recipe called for. I think I ate off of that for like 2 weeks. I find that salads is a daily staple. It is. I'm like semi sick of salads. I am. Um, I eat a lot of squash. I eat a lot of eggplants. Onions and peppers is already something I was eating, so I eat a lot of onions and peppers. Those two things are always on my grocery list when I go to the grocery store. I pick up whatever fruit I see. I love whatever's out there, but just trying to be creative and not eat the same thing all the time, I have to say it is very challenging. If you guys have any suggestions, please let me know. Let me know. I need to know because I want to get to that point to make it work. I know I can do vegetarian. I'm pretty much doing that now. Like I said, the only thing I have in the house that's meat related is tuna fish, but I'm still eating like my ranch dressing. I bought some Alfredo sauce last night, so I did have pasta. I had mushrooms and spinach in it. So for me, I've gotten so used to going through my moments of vegetarian that I can do that at a drop of a dime, or pesco. But vegan is different. Man, having to take out animal byproducts is challenging. So please, if you see this video and you are a vegan, send me some ideas on how to transition. Like when I say I wholeheartedly have the interest, I'm still debating the commitment, but I have the interest. Part of the reason I have the interest is because of the health reasons that come behind having the milk and the dairy in your body and in your system. I keep reading about how the mucus that comes from dairy is always a leading factor in disease and illness. And then, of course, I keep looking at the treatment. I think I'm finally coming to that point where the treatment of animals is now playing a role. It never played a role. Before it was just always health. I know I don't have any health issues. I just like to be healthier. When you start clean eating and working out and really pay attention to what's in your body, you really start reading and looking at stuff differently. And I think you start to become a little bit more holistic. And it's just like, okay, well, what more can I do? So before it just became a challenge just to be healthier. But now I think it's more of, what kind of lifestyle do I want? Um, I, I, I've gotten to the point, or I'm starting to get to the point where now I feel a little bit, just a little bit convicted of having meat. Just because I keep hearing in the background of my head that this is not good for me. I don't need it. And I never thought that I would get to that place of conviction. I never thought that. Now I do. Now, if you see this video and then you see me out in the street eating some chicken wings, don't bash me for it. I'm still human. Like I said, it's the way that I've been raised. It's the way I've been for 20 something years. So it's gonna take some time. But when I say the interest is wholeheartedly there, it is. And I think I just need some more help transitioning. Um, what else did I want to share? I thought there was something else I wanted to share. Trying to think. Um, oh yeah, that was the other thing. So I noticed feeling heavier as soon as I did start putting milk back into my body, like having dairy products, having cheese, after coming off of that, which I've always noticed, but oh my gosh, my bowel system was just like, sister, what you doing? What did you just do? Yeah, that was not fun coming from vegan and then trying to put animal byproducts back into your body. No, it wasn't fun. So even that alone and the way that it makes me feel, makes my digestive system feel, I know that, okay, something's off here, that it's not gelling together like it should. So that, to me, that's another indication that, okay, maybe I can live without these animal byproducts. Maybe I shouldn't fool with them anymore because I notice that I feel lighter. I don't feel as heavy. Oh, weight dropped. Weight dropped off and picked up instantly when I put animal byproducts now in there. Well, mine is that I do like to have wine nightly, so that could play a role. But we're not gonna talk about that. So anyway, I think I had dropped. Did I drop that much? Hold on. I'm not gonna tell y'all the weight number. I'm just gonna tell you the numbers I lost. I'm not gonna tell you my weight. Yeah, I had dropped like 9 pounds over the phasing out period. It was like 6 weeks total. So 3 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks phasing, and another 3 weeks that I was actually practicing vegan. I call it practicing vegan. I didn't go vegan, practicing because I'm still trying to figure it out. I had dropped like 9 pounds. I picked up how many of them pounds? I think I picked up 5. Yeah. Yeah. Not cool. But just the fact of losing weight, and when I say you guys, I was not starving myself. I was still eating my 4 to 5 meals a day like I would when I'm working out heavy, like doing CrossFit. I was still eating whatever I needed to eat. Fruit. I was eating my veggies. Sometimes I was bringing 2 meals to work because I was so hungry. So I was bringing a salad, but then I'd bring some type of carb dish like rice and beans. Matter of fact, I took pictures of what I was eating, so I'm going to insert them at the end of the video, just maybe to give someone else an idea if they consider going vegan or vegetarian. There is a pesto dish in there, so don't get mad. There's a vegetarian dish, and then there's some other straight veggie ones. So anyway, again, this is just one of the more of those talking videos, just kind of sharing my experience with this whole health phenomenon, veganism. But I'm not an extreme vegan. I'm not one of those people, crazy people that's going to come after you because you're eating meat or killing animals. I think it affects people differently, and I think people should really respect the ideas and opinions of someone else. It's their life. Let them live it. If they want a burger, let them have that burger. whatever health issues may exist, that's for them to take on and challenge themselves with, but it's not for you to beat that person up with because they decided they're having beef. But same goes for people who are vegetarian or vegan. Don't knock them because they want to eat whatever they're eating. um, you know, they're choosing to be healthier, they're respecting animals, they're respecting the earth. um, I think that's okay to do. So, like I said, there are multifaceted ways of eating and lifestyles, and um, just don't get crazy about it. Don't pick up a pitchfork and go after somebody. You guys, just encourage one another. Encourage each other. So, um, I like that trend Diddy has going on. Team positive, team love. Let's be that for each other. So anyway, my name is Angelica. Thank you so much for coming back to watch my channel. I'm gonna leave some pictures at the end. I am 25 freaking minutes in. I'm gonna try to edit this as much as I can. Anyway, comment suggestions below. Please like this video and subscribe. Hit that subscribe button, you guys. I like talking. If y'all like to hear me talk, let's talk. Send me some suggestions. All right, you guys, have a good one. Bye.